I'm going to hit
I
record
did that.
and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what I'm trying to show you. Don't want that on there.
I don't know how to.
want that to open. Jeez. I had something trying to open up in the background and it did not. I did not want you to open, Silhouette. Go away. Okay, can you guys see my Scentsy workstation? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I wanted to be able to share my screen with you guys so you could kind of see in the workstation as I go through, and I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about and show you how to do what we're talking about. So tonight I did want to talk about host flipping because I know with the $40 host kit this month that we have had several new folks joining. Lots of people are having parties and having people want to join from their parties. So I thought it'd be a good time to share some information about host flipping. I know it can be a little bit confusing. So like I said, I wanted to share my screen and kind of show you guys how to do it. And then we can kind of talk about some of the different questions you might have about it and some of the things you can do, some of the things you can't do, that kind of thing. So I did go ahead and set up just a party. I know most of you already know how to do that, but if you don't, let me know. And I do have a YouTube video that I can share with you that walks you through exactly how to set up a party. But I had this one already created just for expediency purposes. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into this mock party. And I thought Debbie would be on the video so that I could tell her I made her the host. Because when you do the enrollment kit, it actually sends that person an email. So I wanted to let her know, just delete that. But she just might call me later and be like, why did you send me this email? I'm already a consultant. But anyway, so I made her the host. So when you do have someone doing a party, of course you'll have them as your host, and they have to be your host for you to be able to flip a party. I know a lot of my parties I open up, I have myself as the host, but to be able to add the host kit, you have to have someone else as the host. So anytime you close a party order, it does have to be a large enough party to qualify for host rewards. So if you consult the party rewards little grid in the back of your catalog, you know that it takes a minimum of $200 in PRV to be able to close a party and for it to be eligible for host rewards. So like I said, you have to have a minimum of 200. You need at least a $500 order for them to be able to get their kit completely free. But anytime you close out a party, you do have the opportunity to offer that host kit, the host exclusive kit to, and honestly, it doesn't even have to be the host. I always try not to close a party unless I've offered that kit to the host. And then if the host says no, then you might offer it to other people in the party. You never know who might say yes. So you can always close out your order and offer that kit. Now, if it is not the host that you end up wanting to give that to, of course, you can't give away the host's host credits. So you will want to, they will, in that scenario, need to pay the $59 for the kit. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry about that. So the kit is a $59 kit. So we have the opportunity with the party to use whatever host credits the host has earned to apply towards the cost of that kit. So this mock party that I set up, I just added myself and added a couple diffusers in there. And so right now I'm looking at this party summary, if you guys can see this, and our host base and PRV are the same because we don't have any online orders. And so you can see we have $420 in PRV. And so since it's not quite 500, we're getting 10% of that as our host credit, which you can see right here. We've earned $42 in host credit. So that's free credit. They can apply towards, free product. In this case, we're going to apply it towards the starter kit. So what we'll do is you go down here to your host cart, which, like I said, I added Debbie so I could tell her to disregard the email. And then what you'll do here is you'll just go ahead and type host. And then it automatically pops up with the host exclusive starter kit. Now, always make sure that you're on the host credit tab because it won't come up in the retail or the half price. So it's only applying the host credit, the free credit. So you have an option between English and Spanish. We're speaking English, so we're going to go with that one. And you see up here, it tells you that that kit was added to the cart and an email has been sent to your host. So, like I said, Debbie will be getting an email here shortly, and it will be an enrollment email from Scentsy for her to fill in her personal information so that as soon as we close this party, she will become a brand new consultant. And once you send that email, once you add this host exclusive starter kit to their cart, they have 24 hours once they receive that email to be able to go ahead and fill out that enrollment information. So if something happens, they don't get the email in time, or they forget, whatever the case is, if they don't complete it within that 24 hours, you can go in, you can hit the little X and delete the host exclusive starter kit from their cart. And then you can just re-add it under the host credit tab, just like we did, and then it'll resend another email, and then they'll have another 24 hours to complete it. Once the new consultant does complete that enrollment, when you go back here to their host cart, you'll have a little banner here that tells you that your host has completed the enrollment, and that as soon as you close the party, they will become a new consultant. And then you'll also have some little tabs there, like little toggle on and off switches that allows you to flip the PRV from this party over to that brand new consultant. So let's talk for a minute about why you might want to do that, and then instances where you may not want to do that. So like I said, every time you close a party, you have the opportunity to offer this host exclusive kit to anyone that you want to. Like I said, it can be the host. If the host says no, it can be anyone else that may have even expressed interest. Like, we've been posting about the joint opportunity. You have someone interested, and you want to offer it to them. So if the sales from that party are yours, then of course, they're your customers, or like I said, maybe it's a different host that earned all of those sales. You're not going to want to give that PRV to a brand new person that didn't work for them and earn them. At least I wouldn't. That's totally your choice to make. But say it is your host and they've had an online party for you, or maybe a home party, or even a basket party, and they were the ones that was their friends, their family that ordered from the party, and you want to bless them with them starting their new business off with the sales that they helped earn. Because, speaking from experience, when I first joined Scentsy, I had just hosted my own home party and I had over $500 in sales. And my sponsor that I went ahead and enrolled under did not offer to give me any of the sales from the party. And so it was like, oh, shoot, the panic set in because I was like, what do I do now? I just had all my friends and family order from this party that I had. Now I've started my own Scentsy business. And who am I going to get to order now? Because I felt like I'd already exhausted my resources. So again, if it is someone that you want to go ahead and bless them, with those orders so that, if my sponsor would have done that, I would have been able to immediately earn my Shooting Star Award in the first 5 minutes of my business because I'd already done all the work. I'd already gotten all the sales, but that option wasn't given to me. Made me work that much harder though. To go ahead. I fell just a little short of still earning my Sensational Start, but I was very close. I was within $100 of earning it. So it made me work that much harder, but that's totally an option. And like I said, once the consultant does, or the new consultant does fill out that enrollment email, you'll have those little options there to be able to flip the PRV over to that consultant. And I have talked about this several different scenarios with home office because I was confused on a few things myself. And it really is an all or nothing thing with the PRV. You either have to give them the whole party or none at all. So if you do have a scenario that comes up, they are the host, you want to give them, some credit, but maybe you put some orders with it to get it to qualify as a party. You don't want to, maybe give that consultant all of your orders. I wouldn't want to. And so in that type of scenario, you probably wouldn't want to flip any orders because again, it's all or nothing. There's no option to be able to give them a portion of the sales. Because I did have that scenario pop up the other day where I had a brand new consultant. We had started with a party for her, an online party. And she ended up in the middle of that party after already getting a couple of website orders. She decided she wanted to just go ahead and buy the $40 kit that we're offering this month. And then she only had like 40 some dollars in orders on the party. And at that point, we wanted her to start sharing her own website with her customers and, wanted her to go ahead and start getting her own sales. So I wasn't able, I could go ahead and put some of my orders with the party to close it, but I, didn't want to give her, the other $400 in sales. So, in that scenario, we weren't able to flip, any of the PRV to her, but, I worked out something with her to make her happy. So she still feels like she gets something from her sales. So we'll just move forward with that. So what questions do you guys have about the party flipping? I know there's got to be things that I haven't covered. What do you guys got? Any questions? I know I'm not that good, guys. Either I am or you guys are just like totally lost and you don't really understand anything I just said. Maria, have you done a host flip before?
I've done one, but that was when Mary joined. So it's been a while.
Okay. Yeah, like the important thing is if you're unsure on how to do it, reach out for help. Whether it's from me, I'm always willing to help. Or if you want to reach out to home office, they're really good about helping. And like I said, I just in the last couple weeks, I've reached out to them at least twice, asking them questions about flipping parties. Um, I did find out a few weeks ago that it is possible to host. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. So if you have someone that has been a consultant in the past and they want to return to Cincy, it is totally free for those consultants to come back. Okay. Maybe it's been years, maybe it's only been, 6 months since they sold Cincy before. They always have the option to come back for free. Okay. But
Oh.
when a previous consultant comes back to the company, they only have the month that they rejoin and the following month in one of those months, they have to put in at least $200 in PRV to become active. Like I said, either the month they rejoin or the following month. So just those 2 months, or they go right back to not being a consultant again. So one thing I did find out for sure that we can offer to them is as their sponsor, or someone, maybe you weren't their original sponsor, but they want to join under you this time around. You can, under your own website, you can open a party for them, let them get some orders. That way, before they rejoin, they make sure that they have that $200 in orders ready to go. And they will have to go ahead and reinstate through home office. Once they get reinstated, then, and you'll have to make sure that, they're the host, we can then flip that party to them, give them the PRV. The only difference between it being an old consultant, or I shouldn't call people old, being a previous consultant, versus a brand new person, is we just don't have the opportunity to allow them to apply their free host credit towards a starter kit, because starter kits are kind of a one-time thing. You have the opportunity to buy a starter kit when you first join. Now, reinstatements do have the opportunity to purchase a reinstatement kit within their first 30 to 60 days. But we just cannot apply any of that free credit towards that reinstatement kit. It's kind of a different animal, even though it's almost the exact same starter kit that we give to hosts. It's something that Cincy has to physically go into their account and make it available to them to order. So I know I've put in an idea share, telling them that it would be amazing if we could eventually be able to do that, where they could set up the workstation for us to be able to apply that host credit towards a reinstatement kit for them, just so they can get restarted with their business, and get the supplies that they need. They can get new testers, new order forms, catalogs, what have you, to help them restart their business. Because again, it could have maybe have been 6 months ago, or it could have been several years ago that they sold. So most likely they're going to need new supplies. So
I have a question.
yes,
I
ma'am.
did $40 one, but what if I want it now that I want the $99 starter kit?
Unfortunately, that ship has sailed. Like I said, we only get the opportunity to buy one starter kit. And now that's your scenario. Like I said, that since you're already a consultant, you've already got your starter kit. So whichever one you got is the only one that you can get. But of course, as a consultant, you can always go in. We do have the Cincy Family Store. And, if there's additional supplies that you need, if you need more catalogs, order forms, what have you, more testers, you can always order those. You can even put them in a party order so that, You aren't having to pay separate shipping for a Cincy Family Store order. If you happen to have a party closing, you can do that. For new people though, say you do have a host that has decided that they want to join after hosting a party for you. Okay. Maybe they don't want this $59 host exclusive kit. Maybe they do want the $99 kit. Or maybe they want to keep all their free product from the party, and they just want to go in and order the $40 kit that we have available. They need to go before you close the party. They need to go ahead and go to your Cincy website, click on the join button, and go ahead and enroll. And then once they have enrolled, you can then still go in and still flip the party to them and give them the PRV from their party, if you so choose and want to give them the PRV. So just because they went ahead and bought a different starter kit, we can still go ahead and give that PRV to them, but they just have to be enrolled first before you go in to close the party. And it's been a while since I have done that. So you might have to call home office for them to do the party flip for you to make sure that it does go to that consultant. So that would be a bridge we could cross when we came to it again, because back in the last time I did do it, it wasn't quite as easy with the flip of the button here on the workstation. So that is our 10-minute warning before Zoom cuts us off. So I'll be paying attention to the clock. But did I answer your question or did I dance around it? Okay, good. All right, guys. So, Laura, I know you joined us late, and of course we'll have the recording that you can go back and catch the first half if you want to. But we did talk before we started recording about possibly moving our meetings to Tuesday nights instead of Thursday nights. Is that something that would work a little bit better for you?
Yeah, I'm down with that. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good deal. I know I checked with Debbie's not on tonight. Her daughter was flying in from Florida, so she had to go pick her up from the airport. She tried to log on a while ago and was having technical difficulties, so she probably just said, forget it. But I had checked with her previously, and she was good with that, and Maria's usually on. She was good with that. So I'll check with a couple others just to make sure, but I think we'll go ahead and maybe try that next time. And then I was also talking to her the other night too. This was actually a suggestion from my husband, believe it or not. He doesn't usually want to get involved in anything to do with my business, but he had a really good idea. So I guess I'll let him butt in. But back when I did live in Arkansas, we did used to have team meetings where we would get together once a month, and at least the ones that were close could go ahead and come, and we'd meet at a restaurant. And, we'd talk about what had gone on the last month, what's coming up in the next month. And, after I relocated to Missouri, it kind of took a little while before I started having enough team members to feel like it was really, worth all the effort to go through that. And, you never want to throw something like that and then nobody shows up. But my husband was telling me that he really thought that it was time for me to do that here in Missouri. I'm sorry, Maria, I know you're still stuck down in Arkansas. But
I will make a way.
Oh, well, you can always come up and visit.
I like road trips.
You can always come and visit. Or we can set up our phones and FaceTime or something. But like I said, he was right. It is probably time to go ahead and start doing something like that, because even though we have these Zoom videos, a lot of times it is just me talking, and with me not paying for the full version of Zoom right now. It's like $100 and something a year. I'd need to probably just bite the bullet and buy it again. But, you know, our time is limited. So, you know, we don't always get a chance to just sit and talk and, you know, talk to the other consultants and bounce ideas and things like that. And I really want you guys to be able to start getting to know each other a little bit better. And so I think something like that would be fun. And, you know, who couldn't use a few hours out of the house to go, you know, have an appetizer or just have dinner or whatever. And then we can talk about, you know, like I said, things that are going on, you know, with our business and things that are upcoming and then share ideas. So what do you think, Laura?
Love it. I love it.
I figured you would. You'd already said that'd be a good idea. So
Butterfly.
yeah. So anyway, I'll work on starting to try to put something like that together and then we'll find a way to have you there, Maria.
I'll
And
figure it
then,
out.
you know,
I like road trips.
we can do that for all the girls in Arkansas, because I know we still have a lot of you in Arkansas. So we can find a way to FaceTime or do something. Maybe Facebook Live might work. I don't know. So we'll figure that the technical part of it out. But yeah, you can always road trip. We'll take you however we can get you. So all right. Well, we got just maybe 5 more minutes for questions. So even if it doesn't have anything to do with host flipping, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And there went my face. There we go. Okay. So what questions you got? We've got 5 minutes.
So
Something I
I
can answer in 5 minutes.
I tried to do the training videos
Mhm.
and I couldn't get past 14 seconds.
Okay. I had another consultant that was kind of having that same trouble. And I ended up sending her a link to one of the videos and she was able to pull it up that way. So let me know what video you're trying to watch and I'll find the video and send you a link to it and see if you can get that to open. I know Laura had some trouble with hers too, and her internet might have been part of the problem. She didn't have real fast internet at home. And what'd you do, Laura? You went to McDonald's and used their Wi-Fi and watched some of your videos. And then I think you had some trouble too, that she ended up having to watch a couple of them multiple times before they would give her the little check mark. So I don't know if there's just maybe some glitches in some of that training or.
No, it let me do the check marks.
Oh, it did check them off?
Oh yeah,
It just wouldn't play.
stop. I had my friend, she signed in underneath me and she was excelling because for somehow
Oh.
she got into her Cincy page, but it wouldn't let me in my Cincy page, but it let
Okay.
her, and she watched them all, but it wouldn't check hers off. And I finally
Huh.
got in mine when I got home and it let me check them all off without even watching them. It said
Gosh.
you crushed it. And I was like, yes, I did, but I have no clue what's in the videos.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll work on that. And like I said, just message me which video, like just even the first video, and I can try to find it and send you the link and see if you can then maybe get it to work from there. Cause that did work for a different consultant that was having that same problem. She said it would only let her view the first few seconds.
Yeah.
And so that did, when I sent her the link, she was able to watch it from there. So we can try that. At least you got your check marks. I know Laura had a terrible time getting her check marks. So
They sent it to me in an email, but after the first one, the second one, it says it's not even available. It has some like old computer stuff and it says not applicable or whatever. And then
okay.
the one like the one that they sent, the office sent me in an email, won't even work.
Okay. You might even, like when you go onto your workstation, there's going to be at the very top, like a support. Let me look. Yeah, it just says support and it looks like a little person that has like a headset with a microphone on. you can click on support and then start a support request, or you can call into Cincy's support number. It gives you the phone number once you click support. And you might just tell them the problems that you're having. One, they might be able to tell you a fix for it. I do know that there have been consultants in the past that have had trouble with using their workstation on different browsers, but for some reason, the Firefox browser has always been the best browser to use for Cincy. I never use it. I'm usually just fine. Well, I've used a Mac computer, so I use Safari, but even on my desktop computer, PC, just using Google Chrome has worked for me. But there have been some people that have said they couldn't get anything to work, but they were able to get Firefox to work as their browser. So like I said, at least let Cincy know what's going on, and they can, if they can't tell you how to fix it, maybe they can let technical support know so that they can get a fix for it. So shows we have less than 1 minute to go before Zoom cuts us off. So we'll go ahead and say goodbye before it cuts us completely off. And I'll work on getting this video that we did record up on the Facebook page so that anybody that didn't get on or missed the first part of it, you guys can go back and rewatch it. So let me know what else we can do to help you guys. And we'll talk next week, probably
now,
on Tuesday, but
thank you.
watch the group and I'll let you know what day we'll do it.
Now, see.